Hi, I'm Cori from Cori Style, and in today's video I will be showing you how I fix this toy. I found this cute bird toy at a flea market. It was super cheap, maybe like $2 at most. When I bought it, it worked perfectly, but then I noticed the sound was not coming out. I thought it was gonna be a quick fix, so I recorded some clips with my phone, but it will take a little bit longer for me to fix it, so let me show you how first I opened the toy in those clips I recorded for you. First, I just removed the lid that covered the batteries. And I tried to check if there was more screws inside, but there was nothing. I discovered the screws were kind of hidden. So in here, as you can see with an X-Acto, I am trying to lift little by little and very carefully the plastic. Because in here, as you can see now, there was a hidden screw. And then I noticed there was a second one and a third one near the head of the bird. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna remove the plastic very carefully, and then I'll just remove the screws and open both parts of the plastic carefully so I don't pull any cables from the inside. Test. Once I could open the toy, I noticed the speaker was burnt. In here, I show you how the speaker looks. This is the old speaker. You can see there is like a brown stain. That means the speaker was burned. And then I had a little bit of trouble finding a replacement, but then on AliExpress, that was the only place I could find the exact same model. Since I don't know much about electricity and how those things work, I needed to find the exact same model, and these were the perfect fit. The original speaker has some information on the back, so I tried to find the replacement with the exact same information. And as you can see, this one does not have that brown stain, so these are supposed to be good to use. So the next step in here will be soldering. I'm sorry about my English. Remember, I use this to practice, and these are words that I don't use frequently. But what I'm gonna use is use this tool to remove the solder from the old speaker. Of course, paying attention to where the cables are connected. And once I can remove the old speaker, I can solder in the new one, keeping in mind where the cables went in the first place. This step was actually super quick, super easy. The longer part of this situation was waiting like 2 weeks to get the new speakers, but this actually took me like less than 5 minutes. It was very quick and it looks good. So now I'm gonna test the button on the bird. I'll put back the battery in and check it. Hola, hola. You can see how excited I was when the bird started speaking again. So I just closed back both of the lids, but then I noticed this bird needs some work because it's a little bit damaged. So I decided to use very cheap alcohol markers to try to fix the wings. I could have used some acrylic paint. I did not have these colors and I didn't want to spend money on that because I was just gonna use very few drops of the paint. So I decided to use these markers. I had to do a lot of layering for the color to show, but at the end, since it's a toy I want for myself, it's not something I'm gonna sell or anything like that, I think it looks very good. The next thing I want to do is cover the plastic holes. So I decided to use these stickers I made a while ago. I just colored them on top with a pink marker so it looks similar to the bird's color. And with it I just covered the holes on the plastic. But you can still see it's not very similar to the original texture. So I'm gonna use this method I have been implementing when I fix my Sylvanian families and stuff like that. I'll leave you the past videos on the description below. This, I call it yarn dust, because what I do is basically I grab some yarn and I start cutting a little bit of it, making this fine powder. And then using some white glue, I just coat the top of the stickers, the area I want to cover. And once it has a good amount of glue, I just place some of the yarn dust on top of it to give it a similar texture to the fur of the bird. Then with some scissors, I'm just gonna cut a little bit of that extra yarn dust. But as we can see in here, the color is very different. I use beige yarn and the bird is pink. So the other thing I'm gonna do is using some pastel chalks and a small brush, I'm gonna start grabbing the powder of the chalk, and with that I'm gonna start coloring over the beige areas. It's not gonna be 100% the same color, but it's gonna look way better than leaving the holes in the plastic or just covering it with the beige yarn. So I'll try to mimic that pink color so it looks a little bit better. And here is the final result. It made me super happy to finally be able to hear the bird speaking again. And well, as I was saying, I had a lot of fun fixing this toy. So my friend, that's gonna be for today. If you like the video, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. I hope you have a nice day and I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye bye!